these nighttime maps. I wish they had them at higher tiers. I mean, I know it would make like some of the gameplay like it's really crazy as far as you know, kind of ability to dogfight, but I think that would make it more challenging and a lot more fun. So hey, we're down here at tier 2. Maybe we're at tier 3. We're actually at tier 3. There are some humans here. Why, Postal, are you way down here clubbing on DOS seals? Well, so the reason I wanted to, you know, feature this particular plane, and it's not even really this particular plane, it's really this tier, is because this is the reason I started playing Warplanes. Oh, am I stuck in like a moron in front of a heavy freaking plane? So you may have seen videos where I've talked about it. You know, I started this game because I was really in the mood for Red Baron, the modern day equivalent to Red Baron. Being a World of Tanks player, I had premium time from that, and I was like, you know what? Hell, let's check out this World of Warplanes that nobody plays. It was literally right after 2.0 came out, and I freaking fell in love with this game right off the bat. And it's planes like this. This is the P-23 Tier 2 American fighter. It's a pretty important plane in the game. Whoa, back up. It's pretty important plane for the American tech tree because it leads to both the F-86A at Tier 10, the American fighter, the Sabre, and also leads to the XF-90 at Tier 10. So it goes to the fighters and the heavy fighters for the Americans. Two really, really strong lines. You know, at Tier 2, everything's kind of mishmashed together. Really, there's a bunch of good planes, and then a handful of really crap planes. So honestly, just, you know, there's like a 2 out of 3 chance of you getting a good plane, so just pick plane. This plane isn't like, you know, the best plane at Tier 2 by any means, but they're all kind of clustered together, so it's not like it's the worst plane by any means either. It's a fun plane. It's the first plane I specialized, because when specialization came out, I was like, what the hell is specialization? Let me do it on this Tier 2 plane. It's going to take like 2 battles. And figured it out. I said, okay, cool. So yeah, I've got a specialized Tier 2 plane. Fight me. Come at me, bro. Can't get loose with it. Oh no. Okay, so anyway, even with specialization, you can't lose this one. So I really like, you know, biplanes. I don't hang down at Tier 2 to Tier 4 very much. Biplanes, to be honest, right? So I don't hang down at the low tiers very much because, to me, you know, the AI, and because so much of this game is AI, the AI is pretty weak. And on top of that, I really don't want to be down here where I'm making people's, you know, potentially somebody's first impression of the game is having to deal with me getting 15,000 personal points, right? I want people to continue to come back to the game. I enjoy the game, but I enjoy it more with more people playing. You know, going against bots all the time is okay, but it's not the most fun. If this game had people in it all the time, it would be, you know, it'd be like people who play World of Tanks or World of Warships. They'd be playing it all the time. I'd be playing this all the time. At some point, like, playing against bots just kind of gets repetitive, so I want more people to play. Let's go over here and let's defend. So I'm in a fighter still, so my main role is to defend. This plane, like so many American planes, as you probably heard a million times this week, is just a well-rounded machine. It's not the best fighter at Tier 2. Hell, I don't know what the best fighter at Tier 2 is, but this probably isn't it. There's more maneuverable planes out there. There's better speed out there. There's better altitude. But it does everything really well-rounded like, and does it really well. Such poor damage per second. Holy crap. Whew, saved the sector. Whew, save the sector. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this guy. There's enough. Let's go for him. There's just not enough damage per second on this gun, or any of the tier 2 fighters, to be honest, to be able to like reliably. Oh god, am I gonna crash? Son of a biscuit! Especially at tier 3. So we're going against tier 3, which can be a real pain in the butt, as you can see. But the key is to just make sure that you're focusing your fire on what you can do, and don't be wasting your time. You see, I've gone against this same fighter like 4 times in the last, 2 minutes, because I would just be wasting my time trying to kill one guy when I should be focusing my energy on whatever I can actually take out, which isn't a whole lot at tier 3, but still, this plane's doing what I need it to do. And I'm happy with its performance. I feel like I can do what I need to do. I-15 is a real pain in the butt plane to go against. It's at tier 2, like so many multi-rolls, it's ridiculously maneuverable, just as maneuverable as most of the fighters in the game. I'm contemplating, do I go after this guy or not? Again, I just don't like being the asshole, but sometimes you gotta be the asshole. So, let's go ahead and take out this PSH. Let's not crash into him. And the GAs at this tier, honestly the GAs until like tier 5 are so annoyingly slow. Like, it's what drove me away from flying GAs in general. Let's not get killed. Once you get above tier 6, the GAs get a lot more flexible. Game's gonna be over here pretty soon. Hopefully I'm not dead for it. Oh no! Okay, good. Game over. I was like, no! What a time to die. So only 11,000 personal points. That guy hopped out already. Let's do the old GG. But this plane. Oh, I didn't realize I was getting bitched at by the Devil Dog guy, Red Devil. All right, sorry. Bad communication, dude. Like, if you want me to help you, like, tell me you want me to help you. Don't be a snarky little crackerjack. That blows my mind. Let me talk about the plane just a little bit more here, and the game a little bit more, and then I'll go back to that guy being snark. So I mean, I like the P-23. Like so many American planes in the game, it's well-rounded. It's not, an extreme anything. I think the only planes that are really like extreme anything are going to be like XF-90s. And that might be the only one that's an extreme anything in this particular game for Americans. Most of the rest of them are really well balanced, and what that means is it allows you to pick and choose where and what you're doing. As a fighter, this isn't the most maneuverable. It's not got the best airspeed. It's not got the best altitude. Whatever, at tier 2, everything's kind of jumbled up anyway. So, you don't get a P-23 because you want the best plane out there. You get the P-23 because it leads to a lot of really good planes. This is a really enjoyable plane. And I just like I said, I just love biplane and the World War I era planes. It's absolutely just, if I had money, like money, I'd go out and I'd get myself a 2-seater biplane, and that's all I'd be doing on the weekends, is just cruising around with that and wasting money on gasoline. So yeah, you want to go. You want this first plane that you want if you're going down either the American Heavy or fighter lines. As far as the game is concerned, I just don't play tier 4 and below very often. If I do, it's to try to get the daily missions, and I'll play tier 4 because I feel like there I'm not just beating down on people. There's a lot of people that play tier 5 and tier 6 in this game, and so if I'm in a tier 4 plane, I'll get stuck into a tier 5 match, and you know it's you know it's a more level playing field, even though I'm down tiered, which can definitely be annoying. But at least I'm not beating people up. I'd rather be making it hard on myself, and hopefully encouraging more people to play than be playing tier 2 to get these daily missions. And you know, I don't know these guys. This could be, you know, there could be a couple hundred battles. Red Devil, what's I'm not picking on anybody. Whatever his stats are, I don't care. My point is, I'm just seeing, are these people newish? No, 96 hours. I mean, kind of new, less than 1,000 battles, right? Pretty good victory percentage, right? You know, how's this guy doing here? Okay, he's definitely been around the block. And Shadow Riker, which was the guy I was picking on the most, but that's just because he was the guy around me the most, and he's the newest one. And the lowest. So see, this is what I mean. Like, I feel like, oh, let me send him a freaking message. Like, I want him to keep playing. I want everybody to keep playing. I don't want to keep going against 2 people. If there was 15 people on each side of tier 2, I'd feel a lot more comfortable playing it. You know, at least being down here, because I know it's not me owning the game. So I'm trying to encourage this guy, Shadow Ryuker. Anybody knows me, anybody that's hung out with me on my live streams knows I jack up people's game names quite a bit. So yeah, my goal is to have as many people playing as possible. So that's why you won't see me in tier 2. But this is the reason I started the game, was like planes like this for sure. And then the last thing I want to say to the friggin' dude in the GA, if you want me to help you, reach out to me sooner than you getting killed. I'm not in a fight with you. I'm not in any, you know, I don't have any obligation to hang out with you as you do your bombing runs. My obligation is to put my plane in the best position to win. When you're in this game, I mean, no offense to anybody else in the game, very rarely do I play as if I'm playing with other people on the team. And that's because very rarely are there other people on the team or enough people to make an impact. Obviously, I'll run into some pilots, and, you know, we'll have a good team up. We'll have the ability to kind of, you know, work together a little bit, but that's a lot more few and far between, especially at tier 2. Like, I'm not paying attention to what you're doing. Like, give me a heads up and I'll help you out. I'm not that kind of a-hole, but my first priority is to do best by me, not to support you any more than I am just by what I was doing to win. So, hope that makes sense. Anyway, enough of my rambling, but God knows Postal rambles enough. So what was the reason you guys started playing this game? Was it similar to me, that you had like an old game that you wanted to hop into? Was it just because, you know, it was another wargaming product and you figured you'd hop into it and you'd already been playing tanks kind of thing? Or was it completely different thing? Like, give me a heads up. I always like to know why people join the game. You know, eventually I'll ask why you're staying with the game. Maybe I'll do that when I fly out the XF90 or something like that. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you out on the battlefield.